Hello everybody, and thank you so much for coming back. Oh my god, I've started this video 7 times already. Okay, I'm not redoing it. I am not used to wearing shorter shirts. This isn't really a crop top, but I've had 3 kids, so I have a lot around here that I don't want to be exposed. So okay. I'm not changing outfits and I'm not restarting the video. Hello everybody, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Riley and I am a full-time reseller. You may know me as Honey Rags, you may not. I'm going to talk about some brands and trends, but mostly brands, that mysteriously stopped selling for me. So I know in the world of resellers, when something stops selling, it's usually not that mysterious, like there's always a reason behind it. Whether it be market saturation or something like that. But regardless, speaking of trends, I have to show some of you guys my two measly barrettes. So this was one of the reasons that I had to restart the intro like 7 times, because I was checking my lighting and stuff on my first couple of intros just to make sure everything was good, because I've been having issues with my camera lately, and I originally had like 5 barrettes down this side. And I realized I don't know how to style my hair. I didn't realize, I've always known that I don't know how to style my hair. But I was making a video about trends, so I figured I would try to be trendy and do like the excessive barrette thing. Which I think the excessive barrettes, like those were probably cool in like 2018. I'm sure we're leaning towards the end of the trend. I'm always like 2 years late to pick up trends. I know when they start because I'm pretty active in following influencers and stuff because I resell clothing and I have to be. But 85% of the time when I see a new trend coming on, like whether it be parachute pants or dad shoes or mullets, 85% of the time I'm like, please God, no. Please just let this be like a 2-month thing. I can skip past it. I don't have to go looking for some big ass tart pants from the 80s. Like, but regardless, I know that was totally like useless information, but I tried for this video, you guys. I really tried not to be plain. So I'm going to get out my handy dandy notepad, which is actually on my phone, because I made a list of brands that stopped selling. Some of these brands I do still pick up. They're just not selling as quickly as they were. And when they do sell, I usually have to sell them for not the best price compared to what they were selling for 2 years ago. So they're not in any particular order. So even looking at this list, I can tell you guys right now, a lot of these brands are still worth picking up. I don't want you to think from the title that they just literally halted sales. What I mean by they stopped selling, it could mean they did completely stop selling for me. The majority of these brands on my list, I can't move them as quick as I could 2 years ago, and I'm selling them for a lot less dollar value that I was 2 years ago. Some of them I don't pick up at all anymore. Some of them I still do. Perfect example, the first one on the list is Lily Pulitzer. I actually just picked up a Lily Pulitzer dress and showed you guys that in my last haul. Old Lily Pulitzer is just not moving for me, the old label. The new label is moving, but it is moving slowly. It doesn't get as much attention on Poshmark or eBay. So I'm more selective with Lily Pulitzer now than I was 2 years ago. 2 years ago, if I saw Lily Pulitzer for under $5, it came home with me unless it was damaged. Not anymore. Here's a trend one, Y2K. So I put Y2K in the listings for a tag, but really anything from like 1998 to 2005, a lot of people consider Y2K fashion. Y2K Harley Davidson. So don't think that Y2K doesn't sell, because it does do pretty well, but the Y2K Harley Davidson was moving really quickly for me. Excuse me. It was like almost a guaranteed sale. I could expect anywhere from $20 for a tank top to $50 for like a nice long sleeve sweater or something like that. Now I'm very selective with it, and I really only pick it up if I'm getting it at the bins because I'm paying so low for it. I do still pick it up. It's just, I mean, Y2K Harley Davidson, I feel like it's still trending, but I do feel like the market is oversaturated, because you can go into a Goodwill and have a pretty good chance of finding Y2K Harley Davidson. So more resellers caught on, and they, more resellers caught on and they started selling them as well. And I know a lot of people blame YouTubers for that, but trends come and go. And when one's hot, I'm going to let you guys know. So sorry if I ruined it for the ones who were trying to keep it a secret. Okay, the third one here is a trend. It's not technically, well, yeah, I guess it's considered a trend, but jumpsuits. So yes, I still pick up jumpsuits, and vintage 1970s and 80s jumpsuits are the best. But 3 years ago, if I saw like a CNC California jumpsuit or a Cynthia Rowley jumpsuit, I would almost always pick it up because they sold pretty well for me. And now I'm just sitting on the other ones that I had left. So I'm not really going to try to pick up jumpsuits anymore unless they're like a really special brand. Dansko. So Dansko work clogs specifically, I was selling them like for $20 to $30, and every time I picked one up, if it wasn't damaged, I would sell it within like 2 weeks. And maybe the market's saturated, maybe there's a new clog that nurses like wearing and it's not Dansko, but for whatever reason, Dansko is no bueno right now. This one might confuse some of you because it's a brand that I swear by, that I used to swear by, and it's really hard for me to let go of this brand. But Lole, L-O-L-E, this is a Canadian-based activewear brand that I talk about a lot in my channel. So yes, I still pick it up. No, I do not pick up their activewear pants. I do not pick up their basic t-shirts. I do not pick up their sweatshirts anymore. I will only pick it up if it is like a jacket, a really sought after piece. I think that the same goes for Lululemon. A lot of people have been talking about Lululemon hasn't been selling as well as it used to, which probably all comes down to market saturation. So Lowell, Lola, I still pick it up, but I only pick up certain pieces. Hudson jeans. I never really sold a lot of them because I didn't find them that often, but they were always like a bread and butter brand for me to find. And I realized going through my Poshmark closet when it was time for me to take down some items because I sent them to a consignment shop, I realized I had a lot of Hudson jeans that I had been sitting on for like a year. I'm like, okay, enough with Hudson. I'm going to try to pass on Hudson from now on. I guess unless I'm getting it from the bins and I can ship it first class on eBay. Vince. I can't move Vince at all anymore. And it used to be like, it was above a bread and butter brand for me to find Vince, and now I cannot move it. I can't give it away. It's crazy. Here's a trend, color block. So, I'm sure most of you know color block, like if something is two-tone, is that the right word? Or like think of like 80s patchwork sweater and it's just solid primary colors or secondary colors. That's color block. Color block vintage items used to sell well for me, like a color block sweater. I could expect like $25, $30, like $30 tops. Now they're just, I think the trends may be dying a little bit, possibly, I don't know. This one, I'm really sad to say because, well, I'm not sad to say because I'm sure most resellers have also said this at one point, but Theory is, I don't even get excited when I find Theory anymore. So like in 2017, if I found Theory at a thrift shop, I would pick up like every single piece if it was in a reasonable price range. This whole video, I'm stuttering. I'm so sorry. But yeah, Theory, it's just not moving for me. I think I have some Theory stuff listed in Poshmark for like $15 and less, and I can't even get an offer on it. So Vineyard Vines. This one really breaks my heart because I actually like Vineyard Vines. I don't buy it new. I like finding it at the thrift store for myself and for my kids, but I can't move them anymore, and I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's something wrong on my end. Are you guys moving Vineyard Vines? Because I feel like it's still a really popular, sought-after brand. They have like a cult following, so the fact that I can't move it is really weird. Ellie Tahari. So Ellie Tahari is it a luxury brand? I know it's like up there. I think what I'm going to do from now on is when I pick up an Ellie Tahari piece, I'm going to send it right to ThredUp. Because I've heard a lot of good things about people sending their inventory to ThredUp before they list it and then having it shipped back to them with whatever ThredUp didn't take, specifically with higher end brands like that. So maybe I'll try that because I cannot move Ellie Tahari. This one may surprise a lot of you. it surprised me when I actually like went through my closet and my inventory. That's what I did to create this list, to kind of get an idea of what to tell you guys, you know, just wasn't moving for me anymore. Flax, Flax. This was a brand that I swore by because I picked up one Flax t-shirt and I think I listed it at $28. It was nothing special. It was like just a linen solid color shirt and it sold within a week. And then I had one more piece also sold quickly, and now I'm sitting on 2 Flax pieces that have barely any interest, and they're at reasonable prices, so I don't know what's going on. Garnet Hill. So Garnet Hill has always been a bread and butter brand for me, kind of like Logo by Lori Goldstein and Soft Surroundings. Garnet Hill fell into that category, and I used to be able to move it quickly over on eBay, and now not so much. Another brand that I have told you guys so many times about, and it breaks my heart that I have to say that it's moving slower for me, is Horny Toad, which is now known as Toad & Co. So Horny Toad and Toad & Co. are actually the same company. They just switched their name branding. I do still pick it up, but I only pick up certain pieces. So it's crazy too, because I know like 8 months ago, I was making videos telling you guys, oh, Horny Toad always sells for me, Garnet Hill always sells for me. And then it's like, it just randomly, mysteriously stopped selling. Maybe it'll pick up again, I don't know. New Label Copy. So I never really picked up old Label Copy, but New Label Copy, I can't move anymore. I used to get so excited to find New Label Copy in store because I knew I'd get like 20 bucks out of it with free shipping on eBay. Not anymore. I'm just not having any luck. Maybe am I losing my reseller magic? Because now that I made this list last night, but now that I'm actually reading it off, I'm like, I have to say goodbye to these brands. Like I said, I'm still going to pick certain pieces up. And the last one I have on here is Splendid. It's hard to move, but last night, maybe 2 nights ago, I actually did sell a Splendid cardigan for, I think, $22 or something like that on Poshmark. So I was going to take it off my list today, but then I figured, well, I do still sit on a lot of Splendid pieces. So I'm sorry if you guys were disappointed and you thought that these were going to be like brands that just literally stopped selling like in the middle of nowhere. There's a lot more to it than that. I'm not going to pick up certain pieces of those brands anymore. And yeah, they're harder to move. So I guess in a way they did stop selling the way they used to. That's what I should put as the title of this video. 15 brands that don't sell the way they used to. I can't, see? Because you gotta have a you have to have a YouTube algorithm, for those of you who don't know. So if it's not like, I hate to say it, but if it's not like clickbait, like you're gonna lose your place in the algorithm. Does that make sense? So, thank you so much for watching. Let me know down below in the comments if you guys are having good luck with these brands, not selling them, kind of like me. And let me know down in the comments if there are any other brands that mysteriously stopped selling for you that used to. So, thank you so much for watching. I know a lot of you know already, but I ended up releasing my own website, honeyragsco.com, and I'm going to leave a link down below to my website. It's, like I said in the last video, it's like 2% finished. I'm really slowly getting there, but I put a lot of work and time into it. So I would love for you guys to check it out. I'm also going to leave a link down below in the description to my Instagram, honey.rags, as well. So as always, thank you so much for watching. Happy selling, and I hope you like my beautiful barrettes that I ordered off Amazon.com. I ordered like a big pack of like 50, and as I snapped them open, like 3 of them broke. So I'm like, well, that's what I get for ordering from Amazon. Not that there's anything wrong with Amazon. It's just when you buy cheap things on Amazon, gotta watch out. So thank you so much for watching, and happy selling.